Welcome back to this video tutorial. We can consider one more program example to understand the concept of called by reference method of function implementation. Okay, here we have the function add. Okay, and is used for adding two integer numbers, right? So here it is implemented with a return type of int and with two integer type arguments. Okay, and the arguments are integer pointers. Okay, and these are used for storing the address of our actual values. Okay, so this is the body of this function. In this we have these two integer pointers x and y used for representing the address of our actual values. Okay, actual values that are going to added here. Okay, so inside this we have another variable set. Set is initialized with the sum value of what? The sum value of the actual value whose address is available here in x. So star x indicates that value present at an address location which is pointed by this pointer x, and this star y indicate the value present at an address location. That address location is pointed by this pointer y. So these two values are added and stored here in this set. Okay, so here it returns the result. Why it returns? Because the function having an integer return type int, so it returns to the location from where it is called. Okay, so inside this main function, here we read here we have this printf statement and scanf statement, and this scanf statements are used for reading two integer values from the keyboard. Okay, so calling this function using the address of this actual values a and b. Okay, while calling we need to pass the address of our actual values. That is why this ampersand a and ampersand b, that means address of a and address of b are the two values, actual values we need to pass while calling this add function. While calling this, what happened? The control is directly transferred from this point to this function body, and this integer pointer x is loaded with address of a, y is loaded with address of b. Okay, and the star x and star y indicate value at that location, that is the value of a, and star y indicate value at that location loaded by this y pointer. Okay, so that is the value of p. They are added and the result is returned to where? This particular location from where it is called. So here returns an integer value which is received here in another integer variable c. So after this we can display the sum value from here. Okay, now we can execute this. So this is the case. Enter two numbers. I am going to enter 9 and 60. Okay, so the result is 69. Okay, now we can implement the same add function using our call by value method of function implementation. Okay, so this is the same add function, but here it is implemented using the principle of call by value method. Okay, we need to pass two integer values, not integer pointers. We need to pass two normal integer values as an argument to this add function, right? So this is the body. Here while calling this function, what happened? Control is transferred from this location to this, to the definition of function body, and first step is copying the value of this variable actual value a is copied here into this format parameter x, and the actual value of this b is copied into this formal parameter y. So after completing this copy operation, now we can execute the function body with this copied value available in this x and y formal parameters. After that it returns the value to the location from where it is called. Okay, so from here we can receive the returned value to another variable and we can display the result. Okay, so this is the case of function implementation with the help of call by value method, and previously we have discussed about the function implementation with the help of call by reference method. Okay, the main difference is here we need to copy the actual value to the formal parameter first, and using this value, copied values available here in this formal parameters, we can execute this for it. Okay, so the changes happened here in this copied value never get reflected in its actual value. But in case of call by reference method, we can directly transfer the address of our actual value to this function body, so that any change that happened to this happened after this function execution, that is directly reflected in the actual values. Okay, thank you.